So please check the screen if it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So very good morning, students. In the last week, we had seen the traversal techniques for graph, in which the first traversal techniques we had discussed, that is breadth-first traversal. In breadth-first traversal technique, what we observed is that every vertex is to be visited and it has to be explored. So visiting is nothing but just printing the data of that particular vertex, and for exploring a particular vertex we need to visit all the adjacent vertices of that particular vertex. So we had taken some example in order to understand that traversal technique. So first, initially we start from one of the initial vertex from where the traversal will begin, and from there we'll be visiting the adjacent vertices of that vertex by looking at the adjacency list of that particular vertex. And in the due course, whatever vertex we will visit, they will be part of the unexplored vertices, and in the form of queue we will try to explore all those vertices which will be part of the queue later on, right? The process will continue till your queue is becoming empty. So we had seen certain examples in the last week, followed by the flowchart for the depth first traversal also. Today we are going to discuss the last traversal technique, which will be the last article from our syllabus, that is depth first traversal. So we are discussing the second traversal technique, which is the last article from our syllabus, depth first traversal. Depth first traversal. So let us take the same example, same graph, so that we will be able to compare also how the two techniques are working. So I'll draw the graph once again, which we had taken it for BFT. Uh, just hold on, I'll draw the graph first. Okay, so imagine that this is our given graph for which we are performing now depth first traversal. Now this is comprising of 8 vertices in the form of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and this is how the edges are for the given graph. Okay, now we wish to perform a DFT, that is depth first traversal, for this particular graph. Now we all know that there is no default starting vertex for a graph, so some starting vertex we need to assume. So we are assuming here that A is our starting vertex from where we wish to calculate the DFT, that is depth first traversal. So in depth first traversal, students, first we visit that particular node from where the traversal is beginning. So the first thing that will be printed in our output will be A. First thing that will be printed in our output. Now what happens is we basically go to the adjacency list of this particular node. We basically go to adjacency list of this particular node. Now in the adjacency list of this particular node, we find B and C. We find B and C. Now we recursively call DFT of the node which is present in the adjacency list of A. Which is present in the adjacency list of A. Now as of now, imagine that this is how my adjacency list is. Suppose adjacency list of A is having B and C. Then adjacency list of B is having A, D and E. We all know that we can store this element in different sequence also. Okay. So as of now, I'm assuming that I have stored the elements in this sequence: A, F and G. Adjacency list of D is suppose B and H. Adjacency list of E is suppose B and H. Adjacency list of F is suppose C and H. Adjacency list of G is suppose C and H. And adjacency list of H is suppose D, E, F, G. Suppose this is how I have stored. Someone can store it in different sequence also. Based on what sequence you have taken here, there will be some changes in your answer of DFT also. Same as like your BFT technique. Okay. So now here, if A is my starting vertex, I visit the adjacency list of A. Now in adjacency list of A, I first find B. So I'll be calling DFT again now on vertex B. So in DFT of vertex B, first B will be printed. First B will be printed, and it will try to now visit the adjacency list of B. Now in adjacency list of B, my first vertex that I find is A. But as my A is already visited, I'll not revisit it. I'll go to the next vertex in my adjacency list of B. Now what is there in the adjacency list of B? Next vertex is D. So I will again recursively call DFT of D. When I call recursively DFT of D, first D will be printed. First D will be printed, and it will visit adjacency list of D now. Now what is there in the adjacency list of D? First vertex in the adjacency list of D is B. Now as B is already visited by me, I will not again revisit it. I will go to the next vertex of my adjacency list of D. What is the next vertex of adjacency list of D? It is H. So first it will call now DFT of H, in which first H will be printed, and it will visit adjacency list of H. It will visit adjacency list of H. Now in adjacency list of H, first it will see D. Now as D is already visited, it will not call again DFT of D. It will go to the next node. The next node is E, so it will call DFT of E. It will call DFT of E, in which first E will be printed. In which first E will be printed, and adjacency of E will be visited. And adjacency of E will be visited. Now in adjacency of E, I have B first. Now B is already visited, so I'll move ahead. I'll go to H. Now H is also already visited. So now the call of E has finished. So now the call of E has finished. So this call of E will come back to which call? To the call of H, because from H we had gone to E. Correct? From H, whenever we visited D, then we visited E. From there we had gone to this call of E, right? So now call will come back to E, right? Now E's job is done. So we'll move to the next node of the adjacency list of H, right? Recursion has come back to H now. So now we'll go to F. Now whether F is visited? No. So we'll call DFT of F, in which first F will be printed. In which first F will be printed. So once F is printed, then we'll visit adjacency list of F. In that we find C. Whether C is visited? No, C is not visited. So first C will be printed, and then we'll check again the adjacency list of C. Now in adjacency list of C, I first find A. A is already visited. Then I find F. F is already visited. Then I find G. Now G is not visited. That's why I'll call DFT of G. That's why I'll call DFT of G. Now in DFT of G, first I'll print G. In DFT of G, first I'll print G. Then I'll check adjacency list of G. In adjacency list of G, I first find C. C is already visited. C is already visited, right? Then I find H. Then I find H. H is also already visited. So call of G has finished. I'll come back to this. From where I had got call for G, I had got call for G from C, right? Now as C has also finished, over here, I'll come back to F, because call to C had gone from F. From here my call had gone, right? So from this C, I'll come back to call of F. So this first statement of F is finished. Now I'll go to the next node of F, right? But now here H is also already visited. So call of F has also finished. So call of F has also finished. Call of F has also finished. So I'll come back over here. Right? So I'll come back over here. That is in the H. Now the next thing that I find in the H is G. Now G is also already visited. So call of H has finished. Call of H has finished. From where I had come to H? I had come to H from D. Right? So now D's execution is also finished. From where I had come in D? From B. Right? So in B now D is finished. E is already visited. So B has also finished. So the call of B had come from A. Now in A, B has finished, C is also already visited. So the call of A has finished and we go back. So this is the final result for traversal of DFT. Is it understood? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So this is how it happens in recursion for DFT. I'll take one more example. So it will be clear to you. Suppose D is my starting vertex. And suppose this is my given adjacency list. So first D will be printed, right? Then I'll go to adjacency list of D, right? There I'll find B. Whether B is visited? No. So I'll call DFT of B, in which first B will be visited, right? So as B will be visited, it will go to adjacency list of B. There I'll find A. So DFT of A will be called, in which first A will be visited, right? So once A is called, again it will check adjacency list of A. There I find B. B is already visited, so I'll not revisit it. From there I'll go to the call of C. So C will be visited. Then I'll check adjacency list of C. In C I'll find A, which is already visited. Then I'll find F. So then F will be printed. Then I'll go to adjacent list of F. In adjacent list of F, I find C and H. C is already visited, so I'll go to call of H, in which then H will be printed. In that I'll find D, then I'll find E. Now E is not already visited, so I'll go to E. Then I'll go to E. From this E, I'll go to list of E. In this list of E, B is already visited, so I'll go to H, which is also already visited. So call of E will finish. So I'll come back from where the call of E has come, from H. So I'll come back over here. Then I'll go to the next node of H, that is F. F is already visited. Then I'll go to next node of H, that is G. So G will be visited. Once all the nodes of H are done, then H is finished. So from where the call of H had come, from F. So I'll go to F. Now the call of F has also finished because H was the last node in F. So once F has finished, from where the call of F had come, from C. So I'll go back to C. So in C, after F I get G. G is already visited, so call of C has finished. So from where the call of C had come, from A. So I'll go back to A. Now as C was the last call of A, now A has also finished. I'll come back to B. So in B, this call had gone due to this A, then I'll go to this D and then E. As they are already visited, call of B has also finished. Call of B had come from D, so I'll come back to D. B is done, H is already visited, all lists are scanned. So this is my final answer for traversal, considering D as the starting vertex for this particular option. Is it understood? For this particular adjacency list. See, my dear students, if I do some change in this adjacency list, I may get a different answer. Same like my BFT also, right? But for a given starting vertex, and for a given adjacency list, my answer will be unique. For a given starting vertex and for a given adjacency list, my answer of DFT will be fixed. It will be unique. But if I have been given only the starting vertex and if I have been given this graph and not the adjacency list, then we may write different forms of adjacency list, and in that case my answer of DFT will not be unique. I may get multiple correct answers for a given starting vertex. And if I have different starting vertex, and even if my adjacency list is given to me, like it happened in this case, the list was given to me, but if I take A as starting vertex, I have a different answer. If I take D as starting vertex, I have a different answer, and so on, right? So even if the list is given to me as an input, but if the starting vertex is not given, still I may have multiple correct answers, right? So only if the starting vertex is given and list is also given, then only the answer for DFT traversal and BFT traversal are unique. But if only list is given and if I may have different starting vertex, I may have different correct answers for BFT and DFT. And if the starting vertex is given but list is not given, in that case also I may have multiple correct answers for my BFT and DFT traversals. Is it understood how this DFT and BFT works? Now let us see quickly the flowchart for this DFT and BFT traversal also. Let us quickly see chart also for DFT and DFT traversal. Okay, so can you see this flowchart on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is a flowchart for DFT technique. This is the flowchart for DFT technique. So what is the first thing that we do? That we visit and mark the first node of the graph. So we marked the A. So we marked the A, right? So once we mark the A, we put the first entry in the nodes adjacency list, right? So we go to that A's adjacency list. We check whether we are at the end of the adjacency list. If we are done with the adjacency list, that calls will finish, right? So we'll be done in that case. But if we have not gone to the end of the adjacency list, what we do? We check first whether the node has been already visited. Whether the node has already been visited, right? So if the node has already been visited, we don't revisit it, right? If the node is already visited, then what we do? We go in the next node in our adjacency list. But if that node is not already visited, what we do? We perform the same algorithm considering that node as the first node, because we do it recursively. From A we give call to B, then from B we give call to D, and so on, right? This is how we had progressed. So did you understand this particular flowchart for DFT? All of you take down this flowchart. All of you can take a screenshot maybe, or you will find this in your videos also. Later on I'll upload the video. Any query in this particular flowchart? It is a simple flowchart for DFT. Yes? Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah? Is the numerical understood? Is the concept of DFT?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let us do one exercise. Now all of you will solve DFT technique. Okay, I'll ask answer to some random students. Consider the same graph, consider the same list which I have given here. So whatever list I have drawn here, all of you will consider this same list and consider F as your starting vertex. So all of you should get a unique answer, because starting vertex is given to you, which is F, and list is also given to you, right? So the answer of DFT has to be unique. So consider F as the starting vertex and all of you solve the answer. I'll give you 1 minute. Within 1 minute, you people should solve this. Yes. Can I have roll number 16? Roll number 16.
Hello, sir.
Yes, can you tell me the answer?
FCA
F,
BD
just F C
A
A, okay,
BD BD
B D, okay,
HEFG
H E
FG.
F you have got two times.
So F not sir.
Okay, do we have roll number 55? Roll number 55 is there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell your answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
FC
F C
ABD
A
BD.
B
Yes, sir. BD
B D
HEG.
H E. So same answer. Okay. Anyone else? Any different answer? All of you have got the same answer?
Sir, F H
Yes,
G.
sir.
Okay. F. Yes. Who was telling? Someone
H
was. Okay. Your roll number?
26.
F. After F you have got?
H G.
Wait. See, after F, how you will get H? What is the first node
Oh,
of
sorry.
F? What is the first node of F in the list?
C.
So this is wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Any different answer? So after F we will get C, correct? So in C then we'll get A, right? Then A will get B, right? So in B we'll get A already visited, so it will go to D. So in D it will have B, then H, B already visited, so it will go to H. From H, D already visited, E already visited, F, so it will go to G, and the flow will come back. So this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Is it understood, all of you? BFT and DFT traversal?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
So with this, so this is something which I am writing now. We have successfully finished all the 6 chapters of our syllabus. So how was your experience in learning data structure in online mode? Can we have CR now? CR. Do we have CR in this lecture? Is he present? Can anyone check?
No, sir. Either.
Very good. So you have batch in charge also, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first batch, who is the in charge? Batch
Hello,
one.
sir.
Yes. So successfully we have completed 60 lectures today, and this was the 6th unit, and our 6th unit graph is a small unit. We have only 3 to 4 points into it. Okay. So in second section, the major chapter was 4th and 5th unit. 4th was the major chapter, that is searching sorting techniques. So how was your experience in online learning for data structures? Did you find this subject interesting? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to hear from few students their experiences today, because I was speaking for last 4 to 5 months most of the times. This is our last theory lecture. Today is our last theory lecture for data structures. That doesn't mean that you will not have lectures, okay? So I'll be taking certain revisions, but as far as the content is concerned, this is our last lecture today. Okay, as far as the content is concerned, we may take some extra problems, or if some students are having any doubts, you can ping me, so that points we can take in some extra sessions as per need. That will happen, right? But as far as the content is concerned, we are done. So this will be our last lecture today. So whatever recordings I upload, so this will be our last recording today. Yes, second batch. Second batch in charge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you tell your experience regarding this subject?
Sir,
You can
was
share. See, you can share if you feel that something could be improved. You let me know so that I can make some changes for the next batches also. Because every day I also learn from my students. So if you give me some, and there is no problem, okay, don't keep anything in your mind. You can share. Always you can share. You can share good things. You can share things which can be improved, so that it will help your juniors also later on. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, it was a good experience. The subject helped me to push my limits in the language, in the programming language of C, and it helped me to explore more about C language and more about how the data is being stored in and different types. And it helped me a lot for this, at least this semester. And so
how how
I've
how did you
come to
find the
like.
assessments? How did you find the assessments? Because still we are doing practicals, we have not completed practicals, but how did you find our ISC, and how did you find your practical problem statements?
So the practical problems were way enough to test our knowledge in all the fields of C. And I love the problems and I love the way I have to solve them by thinking about more and more about the language and what would be the possibilities to conquer that problem statement. And I also love the case study problem.
Okay. See, for practicals, I didn't believe in having 1 hour session and doing it, because see, practical is more about your hands-on. So that's why I didn't used to engage you more. Initially, I tried it, but what I found is you have to spend more and more time in programming rather than sitting. It is not like a lecture. Practical sessions cannot be taken like lectures, right? So that's why I thought of giving you different problem statement for different batch students wherever possible. And because some questions are like straightforward for sorting, like I cannot give batch wise statements, because one should know how merge sort works, how quick sort works, how selection sort works, right? So the same technique you have to implement. So I used to teach you in the lecture, already demonstrations used to be given to you. Only thing is just you have to add respective printf statements and complete the program. So there was no point in taking any practical session for it, right? So that's why I used to give you those problem statements, I used to give you 1 week time, and most of you have done already. We have uploaded. Some students were lagging, but they are doing it. So that was my thought process. More and more problem statements you solve, it will be good for you to improvise on your coding skills, because at the end we are comp science students. Coding is our bread and butter, and coding starts from data structure, right? So we have to practice more and more. Can we have third batch in charge? Third batch in charge, S3 batch.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Can you give me some feedback from your end?
Yes, sir. I like this subject and it is very interesting in our all subjects.
Oh, ho, ho. It is good that this is interesting across all subjects, but other subjects are also very important. I don't say that other subjects are not. Mathematics is also equally important. Discrete mathematics is also equally important, right? Don't ignore any subjects. Yes, our subject is going to give us good salary. That is for sure, because programming is our bread and butter. But that doesn't mean that other subjects are not that important. Mathematics is the major component of engineering, right? So we cannot ignore maths, we cannot ignore discrete maths, right? We cannot ignore networks also. So some students may end up doing career in networks also. Many times students say that I only want to do coding, I want to do testing, and they don't know that there are other job opportunities in computer science also. Many students go to manager level also, they go to team leads also, by doing career into networking, right? So So there are different options available into industry. The only thing is we need to explore, we need to learn, we need to upgrade ourselves every day so that we are ready for any kind of job profile that is coming in our way. So it was good to hear that this was one of the favorite subjects in all the subjects. Any other feedback? Any other thing that anyone would like to share apart from these three students? Anyone would like to speak something? See, if you feel that sir हे तुम्ही बदललं पाहिजे, you can tell that also. बिंदास बोलू शकताय तुम्ही. As a friend you can tell me. There is no problem at all. You can always speak. This is an informal feedback we can consider. This is an informal. This is for my improvement, because unless and until I take inputs from you, I will not be able to improve also. There would be some mistakes from my end also, right? So, and this is the first time when I'm teaching data structure in an online mode. For me also, this is the first experience. Teaching in a classroom is a different story, but teaching online a programming subject, this was a new experience for me also. I also did certain experiments, taking some chapter on Excel. We did searching sorting on Microsoft Excel. So that was a new experience for me. For few chapters, I used open board. For theory points, I used to go to Notepad and I used to write. For program, I used to use Dev CPP to write the code snippets. So this was a new experience for me also. I did my level best to make sure that whatever I used to write on board while teaching, I found appropriate tools on computer, and I tried to record the lectures also, so that even if you are missing one particular portion due to network connectivity or due to some genuine reasons, students can go back and watch those videos. Now these videos will be there on the YouTube channel forever, right? So even if you go to BTech for final year, and that time whenever you will be facing campus interviews, and if you wish to revise any concept, these videos will be available throughout on my YouTube channel. So you can revisit these videos at any point of time, wherever you find that you have forgotten any concept, so that it will help you in the long run. Anyone else who would like to speak something? Anyone from girls? Voluntarily, when I ask, no one speaks. What is the problem? No one wants job, or what? Who wants job in this class? Those who will speak will get job. Others will not get any job. Yes, no one wants job. Roll number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No one wants jobs. Roll number 1. Yes. It is quite disappointing to see that students are not speaking.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, it was very wonderful experience with learning from your side in online mode. In such a great way, you have described all the points, and we have learned very soon. We have captured all the things, and we are very eager to learn face to face from your side.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I am
Very first
also
day when
eagerly waiting people, because I have not seen your faces. So it is quite difficult to once you will come to see. I have taken couple of exams also for you people in the form of MCQ, but I have not seen you physically. So I am also excited that when you will come back and when we will physically meet. Yes, you are telling something. Yeah.
yeah, very first day when I have attended your first lecture, at that moment only I have decided to become a data scientist.
Very good. So for data scientist, yes, data structure is a key.
Yeah.
Mathematics and data structure, these two subjects are key if you want to become a data scientist. Our mathematics and statistics and data structures algorithms should be really strong in order to get a career into data scientist. So very good that you have opted a path for yourself. It is your roll number.
49.
Yeah. So very good that you have already decided, you're focused in your preparation. It is always nice to hear these things from students. Anyone else would like to speak something? It is an open forum. It is just a casual talk. Don't take any burden. मराठीत बोललं तरी चालेल आज. काही फरक पडत नाही.
Hello, sir.
हाँ बोला.
Hello,
Yes.
sir. During this pandemic situation, you taught this subject in such a great way that we all found interest in data structures, and the way you had done practicals are also really great. And sir, we all are really found interest in the data structure subject.
Yeah. So it is good that I was able to create interest for you people in this subject, because जोपर्यंत interest वाटत नाही, then students don't give 100%, right? So it gives me a satisfaction that at least I was able to create interest. See, whatever I have taught is not the only things in data structure. There are many other things that you can explore, because every problem statement will come with a different flavor, right? So here actually our story begins. This is end of syllabus, but that this is not end of data structures, right? So what I would like to appeal you people today is, more and more time you should spend on solving problems. So where you can get these problems, so try to visit certain websites. Okay, so I'll show you something if it is possible. The screen is visible now to you. So you'll find good websites here, like Gigs for Gigs is one such website. So if you visit Gigs for Gigs, in that Gigs for Gigs there is a course called as data structures. You are able to see my screen, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in this Gigs for Gigs website, you can see that there is a course called as data structures which I have opened. So here you can see the categories like linked list, stack, queue, and everything is there. Linear data structures, non-linear data structures. So in this, there are many concepts that they have explained. There are many problem statements that are available over here. So try to go through some questions I have picked up from this website, some I have picked up from other website while formulating your questions also, right? So you can see that there are many questions available over here. Okay, with solutions they are. So try to visit first, try to solve these questions on your own. If you are not able to solve, you can find solutions also. See, you can find solutions also over here. They have also given explanations of how those solutions are coming. So try to solve more and more problems is what I'm trying to explain you people over here. Okay, this is one thing. Hacker Rank and Hacker Earth is another website where you can visit. So in Hacker Rank, you have to sign up. So once you sign up, again you will get some problem statements there. You can solve those problem statements. You can also that will also help you to generate a rank. Now I'll not do this registration process. So try to visit this Hacker Rank, this Gigs for Gigs website, and there you will try to get many problem statements. I would like to make an appeal that practice these problem statements. This will help you to improve your coding skills. Okay, and nothing like that. Anyone else would like to share? I'll take one more opinion, one more student, if he or she would like to speak something before we close for today's
Excuse me,
lecture.
sir. I was out of the meet when you were calling my name. Because my desktop app went into an update and my mobile was switched off, so it took time to switch on.
Okay. Yeah, your roll number?
Sir, your voice was breaking. Yes, sir.
Your roll number?
18, Aditya.
Yeah, Aditya. Yeah, would like you would like to give some feedback? Like today we have completed our syllabus. So
Yes.
formally, so that doesn't mean the data structure has finished. That was I was telling to all students. This is just the start of journey. Every problem statement cannot be taught. See, everything cannot be taught. We have, like, we are engineers, right? So we have to enter into self-learning mode. See, every time if I start giving you solutions, then you'll understand that solution. But that will not help you to learn. For your learning, the journey of self learning has to start. So based on the concepts that are taught now, it is your responsibility. That was I was telling to students, that you should explore different problem statements from various web sources, from different textbooks, and you have to try and solve those problem statements. More and more teamwork you should do. Interact. If you are not able to solve, ask your friend, ask some other students of your class. You should collaborate, you should work together. This will help you to grow in long run. Yes, Aditya, would you like to share your experience about data structures?
Yes, sir. Sure. It was nice experience studying the concepts that are actually used in the real world in different phases of the softwares and things we use today. and it was nice to practically relate what we are learning with the things we actually use. Somewhere we can relate it to the actual things.
Yeah. See, more and more real life problem statements will go as you will progress from second year to third year to final year. See, here also I tried to formulate some real life problem statements. Like I used to take some problem statements of petrol pump and something of that sort, right? So we were able to relate it. Oh, real life में ऐसा हो सकता है. So for that we have to use a queue. So in real life this can happen. We can use a tree over here and so on, right? But as you progress from data structures to computer algorithms, so that is an extension course, right? So there you will find a lot of real life problem statements. So as I gave you one example of Google Map also recently in the graph, right? So Google
Yes.
Map is basically a graph application. So you'll have problem statements like shortest path. So shortest path is nothing but the map that we get in our Google Map. In Google Map, whenever we are traveling to a destination, it gives us all the different paths, and from that it will highlight the shortest path to us, right? So that is nothing but the shortest path algorithm, which is an application of graph, which is there in the syllabus of your computer algorithm, right? So such real life problem statements you are going to study later on in computer algorithms also. Okay, and also you're going to study the analysis of those algorithms in computer algorithms course. So try to practice coding, enjoy coding, that is very important. Enjoy problem solving. See, coding is the byproduct of problem solving. So our first focus should be to understand the problem, what is expected in the problem, how to reach to the answer. To develop logical skills and problem solving skills are very important. So first try to focus, and that is going to improve only by practice. So solve more and more problems. First try to solve on your own. If you are not able to solve, then look at the solution. So first problem you will not be able to solve, you look at the solution, then you develop the mind will develop slowly. Then look at the second problem and do it on the regular basis. Daily try to solve one or two coding problems from this website. This will help you in the long run. Okay, so with
Yes.
this note, I would also like to congratulate and to all the students for successfully completing the theory classes for data structures, and I would also like to thank, because your 100% participation was also expected for this online learning, and it was a team effort. All the students have also contributed equally to make this thing happen successfully, because unless and until you people support, it was not possible for me also to teach you people, right? So it was a joint success in which each and every student has really contributed in an effective way. Keep learning. What we are going to do with next lecture classes, I'll announce you, don't worry. Okay, there will be no regular kind of lecture classes, but if I am planning something, I'll be posting the message on the WhatsApp. Accordingly we can join and we can attend. So only the notes link for the last week is remaining, that I'll create today, and by Wednesday you'll be uploading that notes. This will be the final notes, and Wednesday will be the final deadline. You will not be able to upload any notes henceforth, and that I'll be taking it as an average for your ISC 2. Activity 1 of IIC 2 is the average of notes. So if any students has missed uploading any notes up till now, please make sure you're uploading it by Wednesday. Okay, and ISC 2 problem statement deadline was also given to you for case study. Please make sure you're uploading it and you have started implementing it for your mini project also. The schedule for checking of mini project will be given to you in due course of time. You have got the academic calendar from the department. Any news? Have you got that academic calendar?
No, sir.
No? So you will get it maybe most probably today. So your MSc examination will be in the January. Okay. So be ready. Your MSc timetable will come soon. It will be in the January, and ESC examination will be in February. Sorry, in the January only. ESC first practicals will be there, and then most probably in February first week there will be theory examinations. As of now, the mode is online for MSc. But if any new regulations comes from government, then we may change the mode also. So be ready for any type of examination. Be ready for any type of examination. Theory to theory, MCQ to MCQ. See, at the end, concept will matter. Very important. At the end, you have to study, right? Whatever is the type of assessment, we have to study. So try to study and complete all 6 chapters now. I told you in the last week also, anytime you will be getting timetables, right? So those who are having backlogs papers, you have 100% and re-ESE examinations also scheduled. Already the timetable is displayed. That online mode only. So try to uh, work on those subjects, okay, equally, that are also important. If anyone has having any backlog subjects, study well. Wish you all the best for that examination and take care. Let me download the attendance. I'll stop the screen sharing. Just hold on for a moment.